Good morning and welcome to the Alumni Voices alumni interview for Lights On. I'm Sarah Grady, the Assistant Director of Light, and I'm here today with Bree Young, previously Betts, of Good Time Tricycle Company. So Bree, could you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, Sarah. Thanks so much for having me join you this morning. So I am Breanna. I went to Stockton University. I work for Good Time Tricycle Productions now. I transferred in the fall of 2017 after taking a conferences, conventions, and special events course at community college, at Ocean County College, and fell in love with it. Realized that I really wanted to work in live events, not knowing what that meant, in what capacity. I think I only realized that casinos were an option. I didn't know that there was a whole world beyond that coming to Stockton. And Stockton really helped introduce me to the world beyond that, which is the world that I'm in now, which is a small business. We have under 5 full-time employees. I'm the event coordinator and project manager. We produce the Atlantic City Beer and Music Festival, the Down Beach Seafood Festival, knee-high knucklebuster micro wrestling, witchcraft, AC Tattoo Expo, the Atlantic City Cigar Social. So we really focus on lifestyle events. We bring over 100,000 people into the market each year. And it's all based here in South Jersey. All of our contractors are employees. We hire Stockton interns. It's full circle.
Excellent, wonderful. So I always like to ask people, what would you consider your current challenge or current success?
I think my current challenge is trying to stay relevant. It's an ever-changing market and an ever-changing things are always trending differently. So I think in this post-pandemic world, every festival came back, every band is touring, and you want to make sure that you're staying relevant, that you're having the coolest experiences, that you're having the coolest beers, the coolest entertainers, the coolest seafood trucks, the coolest tattoo artists, that you just want to make sure that you're staying at the top of the game. So you can compete against your other festival producers in a way, but also make it a fun and engaging experience for your attendees so that they continue to want to come back every year. We have that loyal customer base, but we don't want to keep it stagnant. We want to keep it moving and keep it entertaining. And that's our job, is to create an experience for them like none other.
And I imagine that's an incredible balancing act and
Yeah.
trying to be at the cutting edge of these things and still honor what elements your
Yeah.
clients really respond to. Yeah.
And I think that's a big success of ours, is that we have kept it consistent to the point that that we do have that loyal fan base, that we have those new people that come every year. But at the heart of AC Beer Fest, we still support and love New Jersey craft beer and all craft beer. And at the heart of seafood, we just want to eat lobster rolls and clam strips and tattoos, and that we support and uplift unique lifestyle groups that otherwise are not supported. So cigars, tattoos, Halloween, all of it. I think that's a major success of ours.
And how would you say that Stockton prepared you for all of this?
I think the biggest thing that Stockton preparing me for this role, was being part of a team. I dove in headfirst when I transferred into Stockton. I became a board member of the Hospitality Society. I was in Stockton Event Planners. I was an orientation leader. I was at Talons. I worked in housing. So those were all team roles. None of those positions were ever anything that you had to do on your own. I work well on my own, but I work better with a team. And Good Time Tricycle is the ultimate team. We go from a team of 3 in the office full time to 50 plus during events. So Stockton really prepared me to work with all walks of life, to work with different people, different expectations, different learning styles, different teaching styles, and really making those connections. And I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Stockton. It was spring of 2020 was my internship here. As I was graduating, the pandemic happened. So, but I saw John, who's my boss now. I saw him on a panel in fall of 2018 at Stockton. I had no idea who he was. He was just the executive producer of Good Time Tricycle. And little did I know that I would help put on the first witchcraft with them and work Down Beach. It was Atlantic City Seafood Festival at the time, now Down Beach Seafood Festival, and then intern for AC Beer Fest and come back as a show producer for AC Beer Fest. So it really went full circle from just sitting in an auditorium in the main hall at campus sitting here in Linwood now. So Stockton, like I said, really prepared me, just becoming part of a team, really making, I guess how I want to say it, that your voice matters.
Hmm.
And then Stockton uplifted those voices and allowed us to share our opinions and work together, really.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
What better endorsement could they ask for, you know?
Yeah, and
One
I really thank all my advisors and staff and
of-
all my employers on campus, because they really allowed us to have that freedom.
Absolutely. Do you have any advice for anyone seeking a career in your field, live entertainment, live events?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oops.
Yeah, you're
Start
fine.
over. So I was just the keynote speaker for the Young Leaders
Mhm.
Expo and with the School of Business and the hospitality program in April.
Mhm.
So the same question was asked. And I think my biggest piece of advice is to pretend that while you're at Stockton, you have a minor degree in networking. To
Exactly.
meet everybody, shake everybody's hands, take everybody's business cards, make connections, because they may not be in your segment of the industry, but at the end of the day, the entire industry is about bettering the consumer's experience. And whether that's in housekeeping or banquet serving, marketing, communications,
Mhm.
PR, event producing, corporate, hotel ops, no matter what, we're just here to make the consumers, yes, we want to make money, we want to grow our brand, but if the consumer's experience is better, that's all that matters. And networking with people at Stockton, getting to this position. I now have friends who work at the convention center, who work at Tropicana, who work at Ocean, who work at Hard Rock, that I can lean on, that if I didn't network with them while I was at Stockton, I wouldn't have those experiences, I wouldn't have those connections that I do now. And I think my other piece of advice is that no matter what, you're a lifelong student. You have to keep learning. You have to keep being a sponge to absorb everything. That's my biggest, like, my favorite anecdote is like, be a sponge, just take it all in, like, and then wring it out. So be a sponge, take it all in, wring yourself out, share all of your knowledge, and then go learn more. Because
Mhm.
there's younger students, there's people that are going to take your job, there's people that are coming up under you and looking up to you, and you need to share your knowledge with them. But there's also people above you that you need to learn from. So just keep moving and keep learning and keep going with the market and being an innovator in the industry. It's super, super important to be an innovator in the industry.
Excellent advice. Excellent advice.
Yeah.
Any other comments? Anything else you'd like to share today?
Yeah, I think just you don't have to know what you want to do right away.
Mhm.
I changed my major 3 times at community college. I started going in as a architecture and engineering
Mhm.
student, and then changed to social work and art therapy, and then fell in love with events and hospitality. So you don't have to know. And I'm 27 and I might change my life path again in 10 years or 20 years. You don't know. And that's the joy of working in such a fun industry, is that I can transfer and work in a different part of the sector anytime. I don't want to. I'm very happy, happy, happy working my 8 weekends a year and my 9 to 5 job. But you can, that you don't have to decide right now as a student or even as a fresh alumni. You don't have to know, like, this is what I have to do. I'm stuck working in casinos, or I'm stuck working for a small business. I'm stuck at the Jersey Shore. You're not, because you can go wherever you want. And that's the biggest plus side of the hospitality industry, is it is a global industry that you can really do whatever you want, where you want, at any time in the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible all the opportunities that are coming to the fore these days. So
Yeah,
I
yeah, it's amazing.
I want to thank you, Bree, for making the time to talk with us today and for doing this interview for our Lights On.
Yeah,
It's wonderful to reconnect with some of the alumni, especially our hospitality alumni that are still local.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
it's really
excellent.
nice.
And I want to
Yeah,
thank you
thank you.
again.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thank you, Sarah. I really appreciate it.